Hello YouTube, hello, my name is Chris. I've just got an allotment a couple of months ago and I thought I'd kind of like share what we're doing really. So we have, I have this allotment, it's 6.5 rods and I started it a couple of months ago, say when the weather was a bit better, but today it is blowing about 30 mile an hour winds outside, gusts up to like 40. You can probably hear the wind coming through the cracks in my little shed here. And it is horrible. It is wet and it is disgusting. And I planned on doing this today because I want to get this video out for next week. And yeah, it's disgusting. But I'm going to show you around and show you what I've done so far. This is the new shed. I say new shed. I got this from someone else who was getting rid of a shed, so I took it on, done a lot of work to it. New floor, new roof, new pretty much everything that it needed, and took away this horrible 30-plus-year-old shed that was over sort of that way. Yeah, so kind of new to this really, so yeah, I'll go show you around and we can see what it's all about. Oh, it's so miserable out here. I don't want to go outside. Oof. So, this is my plot. Look at that. So all that lot, we call this locally here, we're down in Devon, and they call this black gold on this site. It's basically free compost, so from your black bins, it goes to a company, they compost it. They charge to take the waste in, but you can have the compost for free. The only downside is you can't go there in your car, so you have to pay a large wagon to go in there, collect it, and bring it to you. So you're just paying for the haulage, really. But we get that. That's 10 tons of what they call, say, black gold. It's, you know, it's basically compost, full of minerals and all sorts. Apparently, apparently it's very, very good. But because we're doing no dig, then we need quite a lot. I've got a little shelter over it. I'm going to stand underneath the roof, keep out the rain. Oh. So, yes, as you can see, quite a lot of compost and cardboard. So at where those two bins are, there will be 2 more bins to go in, which I'll do a video about building these bins. I'm sure hundreds of people have done videos. Oh, sorry. Up my neck as well. Loads of people have done videos on bins, but I'm just going to show you how I do it because I can. And in that group there, I've got permission from the council to put a polytunnel in. One interesting thing is, I don't know if you can see this pipe here. I'm going to run irrigation. I've got a little solar panel which is sitting up there, which is almost falling over. I've got a little solar panel that is charging a 12-volt battery. I've got a high pressure pump that's 12 volts, which will then pump water around. And I've got like this little manifold that will sort of like say, right, water this bed, not that one and this one, and blah 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 blah. It's all going to be drip sort of stuff. I'm not going in sprayers because they apply too much pressure, but I can come down here, turn it on, leave it for 20 minutes and it does what it needs to do. Eventually I'll set up timers and stuff like that to sort of do it, so I don't have to worry about coming down here on those nice hot days when me and the family want to go out. But yeah, I'll have a nice big polytunnel down here. It's going to be, is it 2.4 by 3? In fact, the frame for it is sort of over this way. Where am I going? So there's the frame, you can see it, my shoulder there, there's a frame there. I'll be using that one. That's actually my wife's plot. We'll get on to that. My wife had a plot and I sort of, I really like the idea of that. So she's got 3.5 rods and I've got 6.5 and she's not happy about it. But yeah, I'm going to run irrigation. It's a very simple little thing, nothing too you know, complex or anything else, but there's been a lot of interest from some of the other people up here going, oh, I've never thought about doing that before. Yeah, where we are, we're at the top of a hill, just about, I don't know, you can't really see because I've got a grubby shed there. Well, there you go. You can see that way, we're at the top of a valley, so it gets quite windy and quite hot up here in the summer, so it dries out quite quickly. Although at the moment I have a little paddling pool down there, not sure I'm going to go in today though. yeah, so this is the start of the journey, really. This is the start of the whole channel, and what the idea of this sort of channel is really is to say, well, I'm just starting out. Come along for the journey, and you can teach me things. Maybe I'll teach you things. So yeah, I will be honest. I am sort of not really new to gardening or anything. I actually run a landscaping company for 10 years. Won a couple of awards and things like that. So I kind of know what I'm doing when it comes to building stuff. Not to say that I'm going to do anything very highbrow and make it all look pretty. This is all about keeping it cheap, keeping it cost effective, and just sort of, yeah, just like, this is what you can do with a little bit of thought and a little bit of ingenuity and a little bit of back-breaking work. Although I thought the back-breaking work was over when I retired from landscaping, so not looking forward to that too much. But we're doing no dig, so at least we haven't got to dig everything out. We're very, very lucky that this stuff all comes from about 10 miles up the road, so it's not too far, it's not hard to get. The site manager here, and I'm sure you'll meet him at some point, his name's Yogi. Lovely guy. He makes a phone call and a couple of days later on it's here, and you just pay the driver and it's done. It's nice and simple. But yeah, this is the plot. This is it. This is the shed I got. It's only a wee little one. It's 4 by 8 or 4. No, it might be 4 by 6 actually. So I picked it up. It's full of holes. Didn't have any windows. They were just plastic ones. So lucky enough, right down the very bottom down there. I mean, there's 50 odd plots here. Right down the very bottom, there was one that was abandoned years ago, and they called it the rubbish dump. And it had everything and anything in there. And there was a window, a large window. And I thought, ooh, I can use that. So a little bit of gravel board, water, down the side. And I haven't yet, I really should, but I need to put some sealant down here to seal the window. I do get a little bit of wind in there. It's horrible. The solar panels come loose. The screws have dropped. I'm going to put some screws in to hold that in place, or it's going to fall over. The screws have dropped out of the top, or actually the bottom ones have dropped. But yeah, so essentially the plan is I'm going from one thing to another. Do excuse me, I have no planning for this when it comes to doing these videos. So essentially the plan will be to use this to charge a car battery that I have inside. It's got a little charge controller in it which goes to a 12-volt car battery. That will then have from the charge controller battery, you'll then have a little pump which is on the wall. I'll show you that in a second. And this orange pipe will come round here and go here, where I'm going to have two 1,000 litre IBCs. Once again, the site manager, it's so cold here. The site manager's lovely. He's got connections with all these local companies. Oh, welcome to my shed. And what he does is he'll get a phone call every once in a while and say, we've got some IBCs that need to be relocated. Do you want them? Let's put you down there. He says yes or no, depending on, if people have asked for some. I need 2 of them. I've asked them a couple of months ago. I just reminded him again today. So if they come up, I shall get them down here and plumb them all in. And it's so cold. And yeah, that's about it really. Plumb them all in, and I'll have 2,000 litres to be used to water my plot. Now, I said about the pump. So here we go. So the power from the solar panel comes in here, goes to this little charge controller. The charge controller then charges that car battery, and that car battery powers that little pump. That little pump, let me switch it on, pumps the water in and around, and it's got fantastic pressure, and it shoots things out a mile away. So it's brilliant. I don't know where to put this. There we go. Oh, I'll just send it on. So yeah, tiny little shed, as you can tell. I've got a little light there in the corner because it's so dark and dingy in here. So do excuse me. But I've got all have my glasses. But yeah, that's kind of it. This is me. This is my plot. There's going to be a lot more to come. Obviously the wrong time of year. We are in December and there's not a lot to do. And down here in the southwest where we are, it is incredibly wet and windy and horrible. We're up on a hill as well, so quite often, as I said, we get quite a lot of wind and all sorts up here. So with a little bit of luck, we'll be able to get some videos out in the coming weeks and months, and it'll be interesting for some of you, hopefully. If I don't get a video out before Christmas of me doing stuff and bits and bobs, I'm hoping to, as long as the weather plays ball. If I don't see you before, have a fantastic Christmas and New Year's, and I will see you all soon, before or after. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.